Hello, everyone. Okay, after that last video, I will understand if not when people want to keep watching, but I hope that we can get beyond that. I apologize for that debacle that we had in the last video. Let's move on. I think we can still salvage some of these Russian lessons. I think the next one is not too bad, or at least it's not too bad in terms of understanding the concepts. It may drive you crazy in another way. Let's go ahead and start lesson 15, prepositions with the genitive case. And you can see here underneath it says moya semya, my family. Yes, this lesson gets pretty crazy because of all the different words that Russian has for family. Or, well, not for the word family, but for people in your family. So in this lesson, you'll continue studying the genitive case with prepositions u, от, до, кроме, после, для, and is. And if you are not sure what all those words are, then not to worry, because farther down here, down here, it actually tells you what they all are. So без is simply without. Кроме means like except or except for. После is after. От and до is from and to, and you might see over on the right also is from. The difference is от and do are like a pair. They're usually used together. So, and they're usually used for anything where you would say from here to here. So, like for example, from Monday through Friday would be от Monday do Friday. Is usually used for places, so like geography. So like you can say, if you're from Russia, you might say, я из России. So is from a place, and от and do is more generally like from here to here. Для is for, so intended for purpose of something, and then у is simply at. Like I've mentioned before, у меня is used in Russia to mean I have, even though it literally means at me, where I am, there is something. But we'll come to that a bit later, because we start off with a couple of dialogues as usual. So let's go ahead and listen to the dialogues. I like that painting on the wall. The painting is just some weird line. It looks like the graph of some mathematical function. Anyway, let's go ahead and play the dialogue.
А это я и мой брат.
Как интересно. А это кто?
А это жена брата, ее зовут Роза.
Так, а это кто?
А вот это сестра мамы, моя тетя, ее зовут Розалия.
Ха, то есть жена брата Роза, а твоя тетя Розалия?
Да, а это сын сестры папы, мой кузен, его зовут Клаус.
А это кто?
А это моя кузина и ее муж, а это их дети, их зовут Грета и Грегор.
А что, муж кузины из Германии?
Да.
Понятно. А это кто?
Где здесь? Это тетя мамы, она как бабушка.
Уф, у тебя очень большая семья.
So yeah, the guy is just talking about his family and listing the people in his family in his photo album, and you can see that the woman is just wild with excitement. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start again. So first the guy, David, says...
А это я и мой брат.
And that's me. That is I and my brother.
Как интересно. А это кто?
Oh, how interesting. And who is that?
А это жена брата.
Это жена брата. So that's the wife of the brother. Where's brata? Here we go. Of course, it's all the way at the end there. Это жена брата. Ее зовут Роза. Her name is Rosa.
Ее зовут Роза.
Так, а это кто?
Uh-huh. And who is that?
А вот это сестра мамы.
Это вот сестра мамы. So, the sister of mom's sister.
Моя тетя, ее зовут Розалия.
My aunt, her name is Rosalia.
Ха, то есть жена брата.
Okay, то есть жена брата Роза.
Роза? А твоя тетя Розалия?
А твоя тетя Розалия. So So this is the wife of your brother, she's Rosa, and your aunt is Rosalia.
Да, а это сын сестры папы, мой
Папы.
кузен. Его зовут Клаус.
Yes, so this is the son of the sister of Dad, my cousin. So, right, yeah, child. So, Dad's sister is then your father's sister is your aunt, and then the son, yeah. So, Sitra Papoy is your aunt, and then the son of your aunt is your cousin. Yeah, mój cousin, my cousin. His name is Klaus.
А это кто?
And who is that?
А это моя кузина и ее муж.
And that is my cousina and her husband.
А это их дети. Их зовут Грета и Грегор.
So, and this is my cousina. Notice that cousin is a male cousin, and then cousina is a female cousin. So my cousina, female cousin, and her husband. And this is their children. They are called Greta and Gregor.
А что, муж кузины из Германии?
And what? The muž cousine is Germani, and what? The cousin's husband is from Germany?
Да.
Понятно. А это кто?
I understand. And who is that?
Где здесь? Это тетя мамы. Она как бабушка.
Who? Here? This is the aunt of, this is my mother's aunt. She is like a grandmother.
Уф, у тебя очень большая семья.
Yes. She was already bored with it at the beginning. But anyway. And you might get bored of it after this lesson. So here we go. Here's the crazy part that I said that might drive you crazy because, okay, it starts off pretty straightforward. So here you see, the whole thing's just one big picture, so I can't really highlight it very well since you can't see my mouse cursor. I have capturing with the mouse cursor turned off, unfortunately. Maybe I should turn that on. Maybe it might actually make sense to turn that on for these videos. But anyway, so in the beginning you see Simya Muja, the family of the man. And so there's on, the guy, him, Mama, Papa, Brat, and Siestra. So his mother, his father, his brother, and his sister. Pretty straightforward. And then on the right you see Simya Jin, so Anna, her, and then her Mama and Papa and Brat and Siestra. Mama is a bit of a affectionate word. A more proper word for your mother is mat, M-A-T, and then the miagkiznak. But many people often just say mama because mat is considered quite formal. And similarly, papa is obviously, it's like daddy, but a more proper word for father is otец, but people very often say papa, even not to your own father. If he's like your spouse's father, you very often still call him papa because, Russian families are close that way. So that part's pretty straightforward. But then down here, this is where it just really goes off the rails. Check this out. So, if you're wondering what's a tyosha and what's a svikrov, those two women at the top, those are the different words used for mother-in-law. Not only, I guess it makes sense that there's a word for mother-in-law, but there's actually, not only that, there are two words for mother-in-law. The tyosha is the woman's mother-in-law, or the woman's mother, and therefore the guy's mother-in-law. So the man in this marriage, you can see in the center there's the married couple, the muj and the zhenya, and you can see also the word suprugi. Suprugi means spouse. So they are each other's suprugi. They are spouses, obviously, because they're married. The man's mother-in-law, i.e. the mother of the wife, is the tyosha. And then the man's mother, the wife's mother-in-law, is the svikrov. That's the difference. So both of those words mean mother-in-law, but in English there's just a mother-in-law, but in Russian they have different words for the man's and the woman's mother-in-law. Similarly, tist and sviokr. So tist is the woman's father, and the husband's father-in-law And then the sviokor is the husband's father and the wife's father-in-law. Same goes for siblings. So shurin is the wife's brother and therefore the husband's brother-in-law. And divier is the man's brother and therefore the wife's brother-in-law. Svoyachenica is the wife's sister and therefore the husband's sister-in-law. And zolovka is the husband's sister and therefore the wife's sister-in-law. You can see also under each of the married couples there's a smaller word, so that the muj is also the ziet. That's also like a brother-in-law. Actually, hold on. What is ziet? I think is also like it's like a combination of brother-in-law and son-in-law, and then neviestka is it's the same, isn't it? It's like combination of, I don't know. I can't even keep track of all this. I mean, the fact that they have all these different words for all these different things in Russian is pretty crazy. That's why I said this lesson may drive you crazy trying to keep track of all these different people and all these different family roles. This one gets pretty crazy for this reason. Also here underneath you could see snocha is жена сына для его родителей, the son of the wife to his parents. So that's basically like a son-in-law. So like no, sorry, snoha is daughter-in-law, isn't it? Yeah, because if you have a son, if you're the parents of a boy, and then he gets married and has a wife, then his wife is your daughter-in-law, and you call your daughter-in-law snacha. I assume there's an equivalent word for son-in-law, but for some reason it's not showing up here. And then невестка is жена сына or brata, so the wife of your son or brother. Your brother or son's wife is your невестка. And then тесть is отец жени, the wife's father, the father of the wife. So, boy, you can imagine you're probably going to return to this picture a lot during this lesson because it just gets pretty wacky. So, so here you can see a photo. Well, it's obviously a drawing, but it's supposed to be like a family photo, and there are names of all the people in the photo. So there's Galina, Natalia, Ivan, Piotr, Pavel, Irina, Maria, Semyon, Maxim, Konstantin, and Vasily. So the names are pretty straightforward, but now we get an explanation of who all these people are.
Это очень старая фотография. Это фото папы и его семьи. Мой папа в центре. Его зовут Петр. Справа брат папы Иван. Слева тоже брат папы Павел. Справа от брата папы жена брата папы Наталья и старшая сестра жены брата папы Галина. Слева от брата папы жена брата папы Ирина и дочь брата папы Мария. На аккордеоне играет брат жены брата папы Василий. Рядом муж сестры жены брата Константин. Маленький в коляске сын папы Максим, а рядом отец папы Семен.
Yeah. And now, yes. And now, кто есть кто? Who is who? Now we need to decipher this and figure out who is who. So, oh boy. I guess this is a common thing in Russia because, Russian families, big Russian families, the family is very important in Russia. It's not a bad thing necessarily. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have a big family. I mean, family is important, so it's nice if you have a big family that you're close to, but trying to decipher it now is not the easiest task. So, at the beginning, this one is filled in. Maxim это я. So I am Maxim. So Maxim is this little baby in the chair. He had a pretty deep voice for a baby. But Maxim is the baby in the chair there. And then Piotr is my... Hold on. Where does it mention Piotr? Yeah. Мой папа в центре. Его зовут Петр. So Piotr is my papa. So Piotr up here, the guy right in the middle, is the speaker's father. So Piotr это мой... Where's papa? Here. Here's papa. Это мой papa. Okay, next. Pavel. Это его... Where's Pavel here? Тоже брат папы Pavel. So brat папы, the brother of Papa, is Pavel. So Pavel is его брат, meaning Piotr's brat. So Piotr is my papa, and then Pavel is его... Where's brat? Here's brat. Его брат. And Ivan... Oh, and Ivan came before Pavel in the text, but brat papy Ivan. So Ivan and Pavel are both brothers of Papa. So Ivan это его тоже брат, also brat. Brat мой. Okay, moving on. Irina. Who is Irina? Irina is second from the right there in the back. Irina is then, where does he talk about? There we go. Жена брата папы Irina. So the wife of the brother of dad. So I don't even... The wife... So the brother of your dad is like your uncle, and then your uncle's wife. I don't even know if there's a word for that. Okay, let's not make it more complicated than it is. So Irina is the wife of Pavel. Yeah. So это жена Pavla. Irina это жена Pavla. I think that's correct. Galina is then... Where's Galina? Here we go. Galina is старшая сестра Жени брата папы. The older sister of the wife of the brother of dad. Oh my goodness. That makes Galina then... Wait. She's the sister of the wife. So she's basically... the sister of the wife then is... yeah, here. You see in the lower left there, the girl in the lower left, the свояченица. The sister of the wife, the sister-in-law on the man's sister-in-law or the wife's sister is a свояченица. So Galina is then, I guess, a свояченица. Is that what he's trying to say? Okay, and Natalia. Natalia is then, where's Natalia? Here we go. Жене брата папы is Natalia. So Natalia is the wife of dad's brother. That makes her Galina's... Okay, I believe that makes her then Galina's sister. Okay, you can try to piece it apart or piece it together if you want, but I believe Natalia is the sister of Galina. So here's Galina, and then Natalia is the sister of Galina. Okay, if you doubt it, you can try to backtrack, try to do the logic yourself, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. And then Maria is... И дочь брата папы Maria. Maria is the daughter of dad's brother. So... Maria, how is Maria then related to Irina? Maria is the sister of Irina? Okay, at this point, it's not really so much a Russian lesson as just like a logic lesson. It's like one of those crazy logic puzzles where you have to figure out, okay, this item is next to that item, but not in between those items, so where does it go? You've probably seen the kind of logic puzzle I'm talking about. So it's not even so much about Russian at this point. It's just about trying to untangle the crazy web weaved by this fictional family. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. If you didn't follow the logic, then don't worry. I'm putting in the answers that I know are correct. Who then is Vasily? Yes, on the accordion. So that's Vasily. They're playing the accordion. playing the brother of the wife of the brother of dad. So dad's brother's wife's brother. Oh my goodness. That means, and how is he related to Pavel? Okay, he's then the, yeah, he's the Shurin because he's the brother of the wife. Okay, I'm not going to question it too much. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. He's the brother of, he is, yes, brat Zheny. So he's the brother of the wife of the brother of Papa, and so therefore, since Pavel was dad's brother, therefore the brother, no, the brother of the wife of Pavel is then his Shurin, which is Vasily. Okay, almost there. Konstantin is the, where's Konstantin? Yes, Radom, nearby, is the husband of the sister of the wife of the brother, Konstantin. So he is the wife of the sister, and here you can see the, wife of the sister. the husband of the sister. The husband of the sister is then right, Zyat. That's right. You can see here under the word muj is Zyat. So if for the Shurin and the Svetchenitsa, who are siblings of the wife here, for the two people in the lower left, the muj is their Zyat. He is their Zyat because he is the husband of their sister. So here we have Konstantin is also the husband of a sister, and so therefore that makes the husband of the sister the Zyat. There we go. Okay, and finally, Semyon, he is my Otits Papi Semyon, the father of my, so here, Papi is, is dad, and then Otits is father. So the father of my father, basically my grandfather. So Semyon is my Dedushka, my grandfather, my father's father. Okay, there we go. I wouldn't have been able to sort that all out as quickly if I didn't already have the answers in front of me, so don't worry if you didn't get that all at once. Again, that became more like I remember when I tried to piece this together the first time, it's really just like an absurd logic puzzle. There's not too much about, it's not so much about the Russian language, it's just about trying to get the different relationships together that'll really break your head. So I think the more important thing is this picture here, because this picture kind of lays it all out in relatively, this picture makes it relatively clear who is who. So yeah, Zyat is the brother of, no, the husband. The Zyat is the husband of your sister, and then the Nevestka is the wife of your brother. Basically, it works out like that. And so on and so on. Okay, okay, and now we have here something about the patronymic, the отчество. In Russian, it's very common that people will have a patronymic name which comes from the father. So you have a first name which is, given to you, and that can be whatever. Your parents choose your first name, and then you have your last name, which is the family name carried over from, from your family. But then you have a patronymic name which comes from the father. So, for example, Maria Petrovna, if a woman named Maria has a father named Petrov, then yeah, she's Maria Dodge Petra, the daughter of Petr, and she then gets Petrovna as a patronymic name. Similarly, Mikhail Petrovich, Mikhail is the son of Petra, and so he gets Petrovich as a patronymic name. It can be kind of confusing. I know it's weird, but yeah, this is how it works in Russia. So, for example, in our first item here, we see Yekaterina Vladimirovna. This means that Yekaterina is, well, she's a daughter So she's the daughter of Vladimir. So we have to now correctly form the genitive forms of these names. So let's see. Ekaterina is then the дочь of Vladimira. Ekaterina, дочь Vladimira. Ekaterina, the daughter of Vladimir, and that's why she's called Ekaterina Vladimirovna. Alexander Vladimirovich. Alexander is the son of Vladimira. Moving on, Dmitry Alexeyevich is Dmitry is the son of Alexei, or sin Alexeya, because since we're using the genitive here, the names of the men sort of form an a on the end to make it into the genitive case. Елена Grigorievna. Елена is the дочь of Grigory, or she's the дочь Grigoria. Natalia Ivanovna. Natalia is obviously a дочь, it's obviously a female name. Ivana. And then Ivan Ivanovich. Ivan is then the сын Ivana, son of Ivan. Nikolai Alexandrovich. Nikolai is the son Alexandra, the son of Alexander. Pyotr Alexeyevich, that means he is Pyotr, the son Alexeya, of Alexei. Tatiana Vitalievna is Tatiana, the daughter of Vitalia. And then Vladimir Vladimirovich is Vladimir, the son of Vladimira. There we go. I believe this is actually Putin's first name and patronymic, isn't? Yeah, I know it's obviously Vladimir Putin, but isn't he also Vladimir Vladimirovich? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that he is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, because he is Vladimir and his father was also Vladimir, and so he became... It may sound a bit redundant to be Vladimir Vladimirovich, but this is how it works in Russian. If you're Vladimir and your father is Vladimir, then you're Vladimir Vladimirovich. So yeah, I believe that is Putin's first, his given name and then his patronymic name. And here, finally, we see these prepositions that are used with the genitive case, which I briefly looked at the beginning of the lesson. If you want to see the full list, you can see the full list here. It looks like... Okay, there's nothing to the right, actually. So it looks like this. I'm not going to bother reading all of this, but you can kind of get the idea if you look at it. What we want to do then is fill in the blanks here. So, кофе something Sahara, пожалуйста. Okay, I guess it would make sense that it's coffee without sugar. There's not much else that it could be. You wouldn't say coffee for sugar or coffee to sugar. It's кофе без сахара, пожалуйста. Я буду чай something молока. Similarly, tea without milk. It wouldn't be tea except for milk or tea for milk. It's чай без молока. Эти цветы something тебе, любимая. Oh, these flowers probably for you. Для тебя, любимая. These flowers are for you, my darling. That's sweet. Кто знает, где батарейки something фотоаппарата. Who knows where are the batteries? Must be для фотоаппарата, for the фотоаппарат camera. Yes, fotoapparat, like a photo apparatus, is a camera. Seems like a bit of an old-fashioned word. I think Russians also may just say camera, camera, but fotoapparat is the more proper word for a photo camera. Где консервы something собаки? Where are the conserves for the dogs, I guess? Something for the dogs. Probably I'm gonna guess that's probably again для for the dogs. What else would it be? There's not really much else that would make sense here. Что ты делаешь? Something работы. What do you do for work? No, I don't. I don't think so. The Russian word для means like something is like an object is intended for the purpose of. So like if something, a battery for the camera is для фотоаппарата, but if somebody says, what do you do for work? That's not really quite the same meaning of the word for. I think here they are expecting you to say после, после, что ты делаешь после работы? Yes, what are you doing after work? Okay. Воскресенье, всегда понедельник. I guess once again after, после. After Sunday is always Monday. I guess that's a true statement. Something, дома, something, метро, 5 минут. I'm going to guess then this means that here's an example then of от and до. Remember I said от and до are usually used as a pair together. So от дома до метро 5 минут. From home to the metro is 5 minutes. Моя диета. Я ем все something мясо и хлеба. Okay, I'm going to guess that this is then кроме. That would make sense. Кроме is except for. So my diet, I eat everything except meat and bread. That's, I guess that actually sounds like a real diet because then you're eliminating most of your carbs and most of your fat. So I guess that almost sounds like it could be a real diet. Don't take this as dietary advice. Don't go on a diet without doctor's advice, folks. Don't take dietary advice from Learning Russian. Он не может жить something пиво. He does not want to live. I'm going to guess that's без пива. He doesn't want to live without beer. Okay. Университете он работал в банке. That's probably after. That would make sense. After university, he worked in a bank. Something вокзала, something офиса, 1 час на такси. So again, I think this is от до. So here's an от and до. From the train station to the office is 1 hour by taxi. Why are you going from a taxi? Why not take a train since you're at the vokzal already? You're already at the train station. Maybe there isn't a train that goes to the office. Okay. Я знаю здесь всех something вас. I know everyone here кроме вас, except for you. Он ждет меня в ресторане something конференции. What is ждет actually? Hold on, I'm actually not sure what is ждет. Notice how people always instinctively say I'm not sure instead of I don't know. That's something that I sometimes find funny. If you listen to people when they talk, they tend to instinctively say, I know I just did it. I admit I did it as well. People tend to instinctively say I'm not sure about that because they think that I don't know sounds stupid. So they don't want to say, oh, I don't know. They say, I'm not sure about that. Ждет is waiting for. He's waiting for me, or he waits for me in a restaurant, something конференции. Probably after the conference. I think that's probably then после конференции. He waits for me in a restaurant after the conference. Okay, мои родители, my parents, делают все. Probably my parents do do everything for me, so probably для меня. Okay. Number 15. Ивана нет брата и нет сестры. Okay, I'm going to guess that's у. У Ивана нет брата и нет сестры. At Ivan, so basically Ivan has no brothers and no sisters, so he is an only child. Okay, something босса больше проблемы. I'm going to guess that's once again у. The boss has big problems. Этот новый клиент, something Парижа, probably. Here, remember I said for geographic places, is used for from. So, этот новый клиент из Парижа. This new client is from Paris. Эта дорогая шуба, probably same thing, once again, is Греции. This expensive fur coat is from Greece. Сколько часов на поезде? Okay, and here, again, when you see the two blanks like that, at least in this context, that's a pretty, almost like a giveaway. It's probably от and до. How many, сколько часов, how many hours на поезде, in the train, from Moscow to St. Petersburg, от Москвы до Санкт-Петербурга. Okay, на встрече было все... Okay, except for you. In the meeting, everybody was there except for you. Where were you? And finally, эта сумка, something computer. So that's all correct. It's sumka for the computer, but what is sumka? Hold on, let me see. I think we've seen this word before. I feel like I should know this word, but somehow its meaning escapes me. Oh, a bag. Oh, I guess like a laptop bag? It's a bag for a computer. Yeah, probably like a... I guess you wouldn't stick a whole desktop computer into a bag normally. I guess you could, depending on the size. I mean, maybe it's one of those small mini tower desktops, but I'm going to guess it probably means like a laptop bag. Anyway, whatever. It's для компьютера. So, for the computer. Excuse me. So, much, the verb... Much means to be able to. It's like können in German. So, я могу, I can, ты можешь, он может, он мог, она могла, etc., etc. Мы можем, вы можете, and они могут. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to dwell on the conjugations of it since you can read them for yourself, but now we need to figure out how to fill in these blanks. And I believe we are going to fill them in with different conjugations of... wait, no. No, we're not. This is nothing... Study the table... Genitive cases with prepositions, which is this table up here. So that's a bit random. They suddenly put in how to conjugate the verb much, but then they don't use it. Then suddenly it goes back to putting in the prepositions, the genitive prepositions. So, okay. All right. Well, that's fine too. I mean, prepositions are also usually not too difficult. Ты можешь жить something воды. Can you live something water? From the prepositions that we saw, I'm going to guess that the logical answer is без, without. So, can you live without water? Some people do. Some people seem to live on just coffee. Она не может работать something обеде. Она всегда хочет спать. She doesn't want to work until dinner, I think. She always wants to sleep. Here we see so we see an example here of using do without ot. You don't always have to use ot and do together. We use them that way in the past to show how they work, but in this case we use do without ot to mean work until a certain time. So basically, do obieда, up to that certain point in time. But you don't have to use ot in that case because there's no from. So it's not from to something, it's just until that point. German, that would be bis, I guess. Karl может есть все something super. So he would like to eat everything. I'm going to guess that кроме, except for soup, is the logical. Where's M? There's кроме. Кроме супа. Он не любит суп. He does not like soup. And notice that because кроме forms the genitive case, it's супа, but then here it's just soup because he does not like soup, and so soup is here in the accusative case, and so you don't change it. Ты можешь жить у меня большая квартира. You want to live without me? I guess it could be either you want to live with me or without me. But then when the speaker says, I have a big apartment, it seems more likely that they're saying you want to live with me. У меня, at me, where I am. Let's go with that. I think that's the correct answer. Итальянские мужчины не могут жить без мамы. Okay. Are they saying that Italian men are mama's boys? Italian men don't want to live without mama. Are they implying that Italian men are mama's boys? I'm not sure that that's accurate, but, well, what do I know? I am not well acquainted with a lot of Italian families, but... Если ты хочешь, я могу купить билет для тебя. If you want, I can buy a ticket for you. Ты в кассе? Are you at the are you at the cash register or are you in the checkout line? Можешь купить билет и once again для. I think it's the same. It's basically saying the same thing. Can you buy a ticket for me as well? Yeah, для меня, for me. Okay. And finally, никто не может работать, I guess, без денег. Nobody wants to work without money. Okay, that was all correct. That was relatively straightforward. Слушайте, читайте, listen and read. Okay, and we have two dialogues here. So, сестра Джона пишет письмо. The sister of John, John's sister, writes a letter.
Здравствуй, мой любимый брат. Как ты живешь там без меня? Я без тебя живу плохо. В школе никто не любит меня. Я совсем одна. Никто не хочет играть со мной в кёрлинг. А ты знаешь, как я люблю эту игру. Саймон говорит, что ты много работаешь. Это правда? Пожалуйста, не работай так много. Хорошо ешь, только без майонеза и соуса. Не пей много пива. Через неделю у меня будет день рождения, но без тебя ничего не хочу. А что ты купил для меня? Если матрешку, то, пожалуйста, без портрета президента. Я хочу сумку. Купи красивую сумку для меня, хорошо? Жду тебя. Твоя младшая сестра Джинна.
Not sure if it's usual for sisters in Russia to be this dependent on their brothers. Hello, my dear brother. How are you living there without me? Я без тебя, so me without you. I live badly without you. In school, в школе никто не любит меня. In school, nobody likes me. Я совсем одна. I am alone. Wait, what's совсем? I should probably know that. Let's just quickly check. What's совсем? Oh, quite, like, I guess like ganz. In German, this would be like, ich bin ganz allein. I'm quite alone. Никто не хочет играть с мной в керлинг. Nobody wants to play curling with me. А ты знаешь, как я люблю эту игру, and you know how I love that game. Simon говорит, что ты много работаешь. Simon says that you work a lot. Это правда? Is it true? Пожалуйста, не работай так много. Please don't work too much. Хорошо ешь, только без майонеза и соуса. Eat well, only without mayonnaise and sauce. Не пей много пива. Don't drink a lot of beer. Через неделю у меня будет день рождения. In a week will be my birthday. Но без тебя ничего не хочу. But without you, I don't want anything. А что ты купил для меня? What will you buy for me? Если матрешку, то, пожалуйста, без портрета. Если матрешку, то, пожалуйста, без портрета президента. Matryoshka are those famous Russian dolls, you know, those wooden dolls that fit inside one another. So if it's Matryoshka, if you're buying Matryoshka, I guess for my birthday, please, without a portrait of the president. Why doesn't she want a portrait of the president on her Matryoshka? That seems like a perfectly appropriate thing to have Matryoshka with Putin's face on them. Я хочу сумку. Купил красивую сумку для меня. Хорошо? Okay. So I want a sumku. Please buy a beautiful sumku for me. Okay. What is sumku? Sumku is... Oh, again, it's a bag. Duh, I already forgot. See, I'm so bad at remembering words. We just had this word a couple of... we just had it... where was it? Yeah, here. Это сумка для компьютера. A bag for the computer, and I already forgot that sumka is bag. So, I want a bag. Please buy a beautiful bag for me, okay? Жду тебя, I miss you. Твой младшая сестра Gina. Your something sister... Jean or Jeannie? What's mladshaya? I get the feeling that mladshaya is not a word that we need to know because I don't think it's used that often, but let me look it up. Younger. Oh, okay, I guess that is an important word to know after all. Your younger sister, Gina. Okay, and that was the first, not really dialogue, but monologue or letter, and then John отвечает сестре. John answers his sister.
«Привет, моя любимая сестренка. Прости, что так долго не писал. Но Саймон сказал правду. Я очень много работаю. Конечно, я понимаю, что у тебя через неделю будет день рождения. Но я не буду дома. Не могу. Но я куплю тебе матрешку без портрета и самую красивую сумку. Не скучай без меня. Через год я буду дома, и мы будем играть в керлинг. А почему ты одна? Где твои друзья и подруги? Я ем все продукты без майонеза и соуса. Я не пью много пива. И кофе я пью без сахара. У меня есть абонемент в фитнес-клуб. Все хорошо. Когда у меня будет больше времени, я буду писать каждый день. Целую тебя, моя сестренка. Твой старший брат Джон.
Okay. So, John answers his sister. Hello, my dear sestronka. So I guess like a cute sort of diminutive word for a sister. Прости, что так долго не писал. Sorry. Oh, sorry that... Прости is like простите, so it's like a short form of sorry. And then долго is... for like long, like for a long time. Sorry that... okay, sorry I didn't write for a long time. But no, Simon сказал правду, but Simon says truly. Я очень много работаю. I work very much. Конечно, я понимаю, что тебе через неделю будет день рождения. Of course, I understand that you have in a week your birthday. Но я не буду дома, but I will not be at home. Не могу, I cannot. Но я куплю тебе матрешку без портрета, but I will buy you матрешка without a portrait и самую красивую сумку, and a beautiful bag. Не скучай без меня. Don't be bored without me. Через год я буду дома. In a year. In a year I will be at home. И мы будем играть в curling. And we will play curling. Oh, that's very comforting. I'll be at home in a year and we'll play curling. Well, that's not too long to wait now, is it? А почему ты одна? And why are you lonely? Где твои друзья и подруги? Where are your friends? Друзья, male friends, and подруги, female friends. Where are your friends? Я ем все продукты без майонеза и соусу. I eat all products, like all groceries, without mayonnaise and sauce. Я не пью много пива. I don't drink a lot of beer. И кофе я пью без сахара. And coffee I drink without sugar. У меня есть абонемент в фитнес-клуб. I have a subscription or a membership in a fitness club. Все хорошо. Everything is okay. Когда у меня будет больше времени, when I will have a lot of time, я буду писать каждый день. I will write every day. Целью тебе, моя сестренка. I believe that's, what's целью? It's like, I guess, like, I miss you, my dear sister. Твой старший брат, John, your older brother, John. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Oh, and this is the last exercise, so I guess they're kind of, again, I guess it's like a cool down now, to sort of a cooling down at the end of the lesson to, yeah, John and Gina. I was trying to figure out what exactly is the sister's name? Is she, oh, it is okay, Gina. It's just, for some reason, I was thinking of like Jeannie or Jean or something like that, but no, it's Gina, duh. Of course, I should have interpreted it that way. So answer the questions about John and Gina. У Джона есть, so John has an older sister, a little sister, or a younger sister. Well, as Gina wrote here, she is his mладшая сестра, his younger sister. So there we go. У Giny нет, Genie doesn't have мамы и папы, she doesn't have mom and dad, друга и подруги, friends, or brata. Well, she has a brother, I guess, since she's writing to him, unless he's a figment of her imagination, but seemingly she doesn't have friends. And John asks, where are your friends? So I'll say friends. Gina любит играть. She likes to play bowling, curling, or poker. Yes, we know she really loves to play curling. Она хочет матрешку. She wants matroshka. She wants Russian dolls. Без президента, without a president. Без сумки, without a bag. Or без портрета, without a portrait. Yes, she said she wants them without a portrait of the president, but not without president. So, matroshka без портрета. John пишет, что John writes that he ест все, кроме майонеза и соуса. He eats everything except mayonnaise and sauce. Ест все без майонеза и соуса. Eats everything without mayonnaise and sauce. Ест все для майонеза и соуса. Eats everything for mayonnaise and sauce. Yes, he wrote, how did he phrase it? Let's check again. He said, yeah, ем все продукты без майонеза и соуса. He eats everything without mayonnaise and sauce. So there's that. And finally, он будет писать. He will write, когда у него, when he has, было больше времени, будет больше времени, or есть больше времени. Было is, that's past tense, so it doesn't make sense that he will write when he had a lot of time in the past. we're saying in the future when he будет, future tense, when he will have a lot of time in the future tense. And, oh, did I get something wrong? Apparently, strange, right here at the end, suddenly, everything was going so well, but then suddenly here at the end, I messed up somehow. What did I get wrong? Let's review these. So, у Джонни есть младшая сестра. I'm pretty sure that must be correct. I mean, what else could it be? У Джинни нет друга, подруги. I mean, we don't know if she has mom or dad. It actually doesn't say anything about her parents, but I think the point here is that she doesn't have friends. That's why she's so unhappy and why her life is so bad without her brother, because she's lonely. And John says, well, where are your friends? Apparently she doesn't have any. So, I mean, I guess you could say mommy and papi because maybe she doesn't have parents, and maybe that's, but I don't think that's correct. I think they're looking for друга и подруги. Jean любит играть в curling. That, I mean, that has to be correct. She says explicitly that, I'm pretty sure that's correct. And this, yeah, she wanted the matroshki. How did she write it here? Yeah. Без портрета президента, so not without a president, but without a portrait of the president. And John even says here that he will buy her, yeah, matroshki без портрета, so that must be correct. I mean, it doesn't, but apparently it expects you to say she wants a matroshki without president. That makes zero sense. It makes no sense that I'm okay, I'm not obviously an expert on Russian, but I'm willing to make a stand that that's actually a wrong answer, because she didn't say she wants the matroshka without a president. She wants it without a portrait of the president. They're different things. Come on, man, that's just silly. That's just strange, man. That can't be. That's got to be wrong. Either that or I'm wildly misinterpreting something here, but there's no way that's correct. That's got to be wrong. Anyway, all right. Well, that was a bit of a excuse me. That was a bit of an ignominious end to the lesson, but everything else went surprisingly well. I thought it went pretty well. This has been, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Lesson 15, Prepositions with the Genitive Case, even though it was mostly about terms for family members, crazy Russian family member relations, which get extremely confusing when there are 20 people in a family and everybody's the wife's brother's, husband's, sister's, mother's, dad's, uncle of a child of somebody who was born sometime to another person that then married another person who then is the brother of somebody else's cousin because they lived it. Yeah. This has been Lesson 15 of Learn Russian. I hope that you enjoyed it, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it went a little better than last time. I will talk to you folks later. Until then, пока и до свидания.